Hello everyone. Hi Charlene, hi Campaign Terrain, and hi Questboard Terrain, and good to see you. We should have gotten the music working in the background, so let me know if you can hear that or if it's too loud, too low. You can switch it up, down, whatever. We start having a quick conversation in the chat about Questboard Terrain's most recent video, which I strongly encourage you watch after you finish this, although it will spoil you for the upcoming Spooky Terrain Challenge that's coming up next week. But still, how is everyone doing on this Sunday? Okay, I've had not a long week, but it's been pretty busy, but I did manage to get my Wolf Riders painted. And what I'm thinking of doing next week is painting up a whole bunch of goblins. So probably following up from what we're doing next week and adding in some goblin terrain. Hey Dungeons and Chronics, good to see you. Okay. Now, I did get a whole bunch of suggestions last week, including campfires, and I do have some of these candle LED lights, which we could use for that. Although the casing is a bit big, so it might need some modification. But I'll probably leave those for later if Daffy shows up from Terraintronics. You know, I always enjoy watching him scream in horror when I start to do things to electronics. I don't do all the whole neat wiring thing. Also, let's see, we also had suggestions for banners, and I've prepared some aluminum harvested from a local beer can. So we might have a go at that, and I'm also thinking of maybe doing some kind of badly built watchtower, which is always fun, and some orky idols. So I've got a block of XPS foam that we could start carving with. I think I might actually go with that one first, so yeah, we'll just jump into the crafting now. Excuse me while I move things around my mess, and yeah, before we start, I'm just going to drop the link to the community showcase again, so that anyone who has stuff to show, they can drop it in Discord. Okay. Okay. So let's get to it. Yeah, we go. Okay, so I've got my block of XPS foam here, and what I'm planning to do is to start chopping off pieces and making some kind of orky idol. Now, again, orcs are not very artistic, so it's going to be more stylized than anything, so let's see how that goes. I remember a few years ago I did something similar with a dwarven monument, and I was following Mike from that one's video's tutorial for that one. That was definitely much more detailed than I want to put into this one. Because all I want to make sure that I have here is the kind of the very basic features. Illusion collected. So something like that. Just a grumpy orc face. Okay, so through chopping this, probably need a bigger knife, but yeah. Again, as usual, I'm not very good at planning, so this is what I have with me right now. But it is orky terrain, so we can do it the traditional way. Well, I haven't really done much foam cutting without the Proxon since I got that, but it's good to keep in practice. So let's see how do we want to do this. Kind of a sloping forehead. Maybe keep a bit of an ear here. And a big jutting jaw, yeah. Okay, now the thing here is that whatever we want to do, ideally we keep it simple, because again, we want something that looks like it's being crafted by an orc. Excuse me. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's okay, yeah, orky pumpkin carving, except it's not a pumpkin. So how do we want to do this? Start by rounding it off. It would be good if we didn't have this waffle pattern here, but I mean, we can work around it. It just means that we have to cut a bit deeper into it. Okay. Probably a bit easier this way. So what have you people been up to this week? Have you been building anything fun? I know that there are lots of Halloween builds going on right now. And yeah, of course, remember that there's the spooky challenge that's going to be today week. It will be a bit later in the day. It will be about 1 hour later than we started today. See, if I want to give him ears, I'll need to leave a bit around here. Lucy Collector is saying I've been up to too much Halloween for the Ardent House and not enough for the game table. Yeah, you did put a lot of work into that. Yeah, we've seen some photos of Loosely Collected's house all set up for Halloween, and yeah, I think he really got into the spirit. Now, of course, I have to figure out where the ears go on the other side. Seriously. I mean, I know of people who do that kind of thing for Christmas and stuff, and I always think it's nice, but it's kind of a massive commitment. But yeah, it is pretty awesome that you do it every year. Okay, so I mean, Loosely Collected is pretty prolific when it comes to building things. So I'm going to guess that's probably the 1 month of the year where he gets some time off the gaming table, building things for the gaming table. I mean. Okay, come on. So we're still going to do bad things to this with a foil ball later, so we don't need to be terribly precise. Still going to be cleaning up a lot of stuff later with that. It hides a lot of mistakes and things. I usually add a little bit every year too, so it usually gets bigger and better every year. I mean, it does sound really awesome. I mean, over here, Halloween isn't such a big thing. I mean, we didn't even really hear much about it till, I want to say, 2000 maybe. So it's kind of new here. I mean, there has been trick or treating in some places, but usually because the memo didn't get out mostly. It's mostly tricking, I would guess. Hey, there's the basement ring. Good to see you. And yeah, what we did get for a couple of years was a lot of flyers saying that there's a bunch of satanic stuff going around it. Like, okay. Let's see. Where do I want to cut next? Yeah. So what I'm doing mostly is making a shallowish cut and cutting to it. So, Lawrence, I'm glad I managed to work out your technical problems. It was kind of amusing that your little assistant was chewing through the cables, though. Not gonna lie, that made me laugh. Okay. Yeah, the ears are definitely mismatched, but we live. Definitely could use a trim around here. Now, one of the things about carving that I find slightly nerve-wracking is that you can't add the stuff back on. I mean, sculpting is much easier in that sense. But we do what we can. Okay, so I think if I go in and give it a bit more of the jaw like this, I think it would work out better. Yeah, look at that nice strong jaw. So I'm going just under the ear. At the same time, we're getting rid of the waffle pattern. If you carve too much off, sculpt some add-on. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're not stuck to one material, so we've got air drying clay, we've got milliput, we've got sculpta mold, we've got papier-mâché if we have to. We can add stuff on. The only times that I say, okay, I'm only going to use just one material is it's more like an experiment sometimes. But yeah, there's no need to be stuck to one material. Okay. Now the thing with carving foam is that it is much easier than with carving if anyone has ever tried it. Plus, I don't know how it is around your parts, but around here the foam is much cheaper than any decent wood you can carve. Okay. I'm going to call that side okay for now. Yeah, you know, when you get too used to working on a desktop for too long, and then you actually start trying to control Z something you've written freehand. I mean, your finger just does it automatically. Have you ever used a Dremel tool with a flex shaft attachment or a flex shaft rotary tool like a Ford? I'm not sure what a Ford machine is. So, but yeah, I have no. Like I said, I do have a Dremel kind of tool, but it's not something that I have used often, especially not in the last several years. So, if I find a good use case for it, definitely I would like to try to get it running again. Pretty sure it still works. It's just been packed up for years. So what kind of work would you do with that? I mean, maybe apart from engraving things and stuff like that, I mean. Come on, we can do it. So, has anyone here looked at the rules for the Old World? Games Workshop's Warhammer The Old World? Because as I was building the Wolf Riders, I was thinking about how much the game lost when they rules like, you know, panic and fear and stuff like that. And I was wondering if they had reintroduced them for that. Let's see. Anything where I need to do some grinding or carving, I have a Dremel set up with a flex shaft and... oh, you can actually use foot control pedals on that? Alright. Now, I will be very honest with you. I mean, like, in general, I am not terribly fond of power tools. It's not because of the even when I'm working wood. It's not just the thing that no, a proper woodworker should always use hand tools and so. A tool is a tool. Use the tool. You use whatever works best for you. My concern, and the reason I prefer to use hand tools is that if you don't know what you're doing, like this guy, it's very easy to make massive mistakes very fast. And with a saw, if you're using a hand saw, you can stop and that's it. If you're using a circular saw, you've already broken up a large part of the wood. On miniatures, the best things I've found to use my rotary tool on have been when I narrow an ice cream stick. Stuff like notches for tiny ropes or when I make those balloons. Oh, alright. That sounds like some very fine control. Yeah, I mean, it is a skill I would like to learn eventually. It's just I've never really thought to use it. You know what I mean? It's like you get used to working in other ways, and I just want to do this thing real quick. Do I really want to dig up my equipment, find out where it is, set it up, and so on? And usually the answer is no. So yeah, it is a bit of laziness on my part, I guess, but you know, there's only so much time in a day. But yeah, I think if I do pick it up again, it would probably be stuff that is not related to miniature work, though. Possibly do a bit of art and stuff. Okay, here's where we're at so far. It's looking real ugly, so I must be doing something right. Okay, and I want this along here. Okay. Definitely need to redraw the eye line, but that's okay. And I don't need to worry about doing straight cuts, but because I don't care. I mean, there's probably a rock that some orcs hit with another rock, so it would look a bit worn, I guess. And not terribly precise. I use my Dremel for drilling holes in metal minis that require pinning. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. I mean, like, I just have one of those small pin drills. And, I mean, that works just fine for me, but again, yeah. It doesn't take more than a couple of seconds. So if I make this go in a bit and then back out. There also at least space for the nose, I guess. Alright. Okay, trying to figure this out. Okay. Go to the I'll draw these a bit because it's looking a bit derpy. Yeah. Did my video get stuck? Looks like it. stand by. One. Okay, my camera seems to have died. Come on, you can do it. Okay, hang on a second while we troubleshoot that. The wonderful, wonderful world of live streaming. Go on, recognize the device. Come on. Let's see, why did it malfunction? Of course, something had to happen, right? Just give me a sec, I'll be with you in a moment, as soon as I figure this one out. Because if we just got a dead camera, then it's not going to work very well. Okay. Okay, no more USB hubs over there. I think. Yeah, not USB. Okay, yeah, good to see you, Dungeon Matron. Apparently this camera has gone dead and still trying to... Okay, I can see it's getting power. Ah, seriously. So yeah, that seems to have disconnected some stuff as well, so yeah, this is going to get messy. I'm not sure if we can, if it makes sense to continue this stream like this, but what we can do is possibly jump to the Discord for a while I try to figure this out. And no, I have to present, so I can't figure it out while presenting Discord. But we can go to Discord, we go over that and see what comes up. Now let's see. Okay, he's messing around as well, but that's okay now. Now that's a happy camper. I'm just going to make one last ditch attempt, and if that doesn't work, we'll go to Discord. So let's see, cameras. I have to move this again. The choice of technology. Yeah, I don't think it's going to fly right now, so let's just go to Discord. If it comes back, we'll continue. Otherwise, we just call it night, I guess. Okay, so let's. Okay, so there's Veska from Sahak Crafts. Nice little fantasy townhouse he was working on. If I'm not mistaken, the video for this is already out on his channel. There we go. And yeah, I like that he's got little details like the pots and the jars around the place. And some tools too, by the looks of it. And a itty bitty little farm. Ooh, that's a big fancy doorknob for that one. Okay, I've got some pictures of the build process as well. I like how this fits in the whole terrain setup. Campaign terrain saying, I like the chunky shingles. Yeah, I agree. Now, one thing I really like about this one is the design of the thing. It's going from the blocky base and into this round tower, which I think works really well. One thing I'd like to do on my buildings, for example, I'd like to start doing more is going in with weird angles, because most older houses aren't exactly squarish or rectangular, so they've got all these little weird angles. So that's More, I think. Yep, I think that was the last one. Yeah. But yeah, Saha Crafts video is already on his channel, and really nice work. Okay, and these are also from Saha Crafts, and there's some pumpkins he was working on earlier. Okay, carved from XPS foam. Hey, BGD, good to see you. Okay, this one is from Dungeons and Chronics, and I believe these are also, I'm not sure if these are polymer, yeah, polymer clay. Polymer clay pumpkins. I like the color on them. I'm not sure if it has the polymer clay or some kind of paint on them, but I really like the color. Okay, and more from Dungeons and Chronics. We've got a spooky altar with some stuff on it. Candle, book, sword, scroll, the bottle and the cup, I guess. Not sure what the other thing there is. And here it is all painted up. Campaign Terrain is saying, I'm patient, but I'm not hand-carved pumpkins patient. Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. I mean, I would probably maybe make one and cast it, but I don't think I'd make an entire field of them. So yeah, Chronics, that's some lovely work. Okay, this is more from Meredith's Shipwreck from Scattered Terrain. That is looking good. I mean, great textures. I love the broken boards. The whole thing is massive. This is some good stuff. Yeah, lovely detail in there. I wonder if she's going to go for the, putting seaweed and other stuff on there, like, I don't know, coral or algae or whatever would grow in that thing. I think it would be pretty awesome. But yeah, I definitely love the way this is going. Okay, again, that's from Meredith from Scattered Terrain. Okay, next one up is the spooky dollhouse from Questbor Terrain, and that's the video we were talking about. So yeah, I suggest you go watch it later if you have not. If you've watched it already, yeah, probably watch it again. It's good for you. And this started out as literally an empty plastic dollhouse. It's just a shell thing, I guess. But to do the lighting and stuff, the spooky tree, the furnishings inside, this is really good. I don't know if you have a before picture, Kim, but I think it would be worth putting it next to it for comparison. Okay, again, Questbor Terrain, and next is a work in progress from Dungeon Matron. I think, Lise, I think you mentioned that this was a lighthouse or something. BGD is saying, I'm not even watch cross carve pumpkins by hand patient. Yeah. And Lose Collected is saying, I've seen people use dried garbanzo beans, chickpeas to make pumpkins. That's an option. So Lisa, this looks like some kind of 1 or 2 MDF kits stacked on top of each other with another kit on top. That's looking very interesting. Okay, I look forward to seeing what comes out of this. Ah, okay, you're still looking at options. Okay, so it's this one or this one. Well, to be honest with you, I think this one works a bit better because the this one on top definitely looks very different. So it depends on what you're going to do with it and how you're going to finish it up. But yeah, all things being equal, I would say this one probably works a bit better. But again, depends on how you would finish this one up, because that would make a massive difference. Ah, okay, here's the original. So we're comparing this, which is where it started, to this, which is where it ended up. Or this, which is, yeah, this is massively atmospheric. So yeah, that was some beautiful work. Okay, we have more from 14 barn. Okay, you say you're not patient, but that's out of barns. And I know we've been doing this bulk making of terrain kits. So yeah, you are patient. I just it depends on the on what we're working on, I guess. But this looks really good. And I'm guessing these still need to have more details added to them or something like that. Okay, in the meantime, so loosely collected is saying make sure you seal and paint the chickpeas with and seal them so that they don't draw moisture. Yeah, that is very important. And yeah, those barns, yeah, a lot can go on inside those barns. Okay, all the details and the finished work will be added by other crafters. Some kind of meetup or not a convention. I think it's a meetup that BGT is going to, and yeah, I think I'd love to see the whole, you know, before and after pictures of what different people did with them, because I think that would be awesome. But yeah, I think that's the last one there. So let's run back to here, see if the camera has decided to rejoin us, which I very much doubt. Nope. Still, yeah. So yeah, sorry guys that we will have to cut this off much earlier. I'll probably be having a look at the... Oh, good question, Questporter. How do we see the finished products from BGD stuff? I'm hoping that he'll post the pictures next time. No, because the camera is off and it doesn't really make sense. Otherwise, I'll have to do stuff in front of my face here, which is not going to be very comfortable for me or for you guys. Cut this off fairly. We will be back next week with the... Okay, after 1st November. Okay, good to know, Chris. Thank you. On the 27th, we have the Spooky Terrain Challenge. Luckily, I'm not depending on the other camera there, so that should not be a problem. And on the 3rd November and the 17th November, we're back with more interviews. So yeah, I'm going to do some troubleshooting, see what happens, and yeah, I'll catch up with you during the week. So yeah, thanks everyone. That was a quick one, and see you around. Bye.